The most common advice of all personal success books is changing your mindset to think in terms of possibility. However, ideas by themselves have no value unless you act upon them. In the book, The 10X Rule, Grant Cardone is telling us how much action is necessary and where it should be directed in order to operate at peak level and achieve massive success. In this video, we'll cover the essence of this book, the key takeaways. Let's dive in. Number 1. What is the 10X Rule? 10X Rule is the principle of setting targets that are 10 times what you think you want and do 10 times what you think it takes to accomplish those targets. You need to think massive thoughts and then take massive actions. You need to dominate and do what others are never willing to do and take actions that seem unreasonable to the average folk. The most common problem with setting goals is mistargeting. When we set goals that are too low, they don't allow for enough motivation, effort, and success. Think of it like this. If you want to grow your business, instead of setting a goal for $10,000 a month revenue, set a goal of $100,000 a month. Even if you fail to achieve that goal, which target would you rather fall short on? By setting a goal 10 times higher, your efforts will increase, your motivation and energy will increase. When you set a goal too low, your potential success will be limited before you even start. Use the 10X rule also for estimating requirements. Estimate 10 times higher the actions, resources, money, time, and energy it will take to accomplish your goal. Also, expect 10 times the obstacles you think you will encounter to prepare yourself mentally and not be defeated when the second or third obstacle arises. When most managers fail to hit a target, they respond by lowering the target instead of increasing the activity. But great managers will push themselves and their people to produce more at the risk of coming up short rather than targeting less. When you start rethinking targets and creating excuses, it should indicate that you are off track. Thus, never reduce a target and instead increase activity. Number 2, success. Success is the degree or measure of attaining some desired object or end. Many people fail to create success for themselves because they treat it as an option. Treat success as a duty, not as an option. It is your duty to be successful, financially secure, and to contribute. Start aiming for success and hitting your goals, and that will breed more success. When you achieve your goals and build momentum, it will compel you to set and reach even bigger goals. Never think there is a shortage of success, and never think in terms of competition. If you operate with this belief, you will reduce your ability to create success for yourself. Don't strive to win something by defeating or establishing superiority over others. Instead, dominate by taking 10x action and doing what others are unwilling to do. Competition might be healthy, but domination is immunity. Number 3, don't make excuses. An excuse is a revision of the facts that you make up in order to help yourself feel better about what happened or didn't happen. Excuses are for those who refuse to take ownership for their actions and outcomes. When you make excuses, you are acting as a victim and giving up control over your life. Those with the victim mentality believe that life happens to them due to the negative actions of others. On the other hand, successful people accept high levels of accountability for their own success or failure. Thus, you should assume responsibility and control for everything that happens in your life. If you want to be successful, then you must identify what excuses you use and commit to never use them again. Number 4, don't aim for average. People were sold the idea that the middle class was the standard to strive for. We were told to get a job, a mortgage, and aim for a vacation per year. However, the middle class is the most suppressed, restricted, and confined socio-economic demographic in the world. These people feel and act to be just good enough, comfortable, or satisfied. Does that sound like a fulfilling life? Average doesn't work in any area of life, and it's a formula for failure. Anything that you give only average amounts of attention will start to subside and eventually cease to exist. Average thinking and actions will only guarantee you misery, uncertainty, and failure. Get rid of everything in your life that is average, including the advice you get and the friends you keep. Number 5, take massive action. Grant Cardone identifies 4 degrees of action when it comes to success. Do nothing. When you stop taking actions needed to move forward and learn and achieve your goals. Retreat. When you step back in order to avoid negative experiences and discomfort that will come about. Normal action. When you take just the necessary amount of action on the surface to appear normal. This is the most dangerous degree of action because it is universally deemed acceptable, but it fosters mediocrity. Massive action. When you take 10 times the normal action, make unreasonable choices, take risks, go all in and attract criticism from others for your obsession with success. If you're in sales, that might mean making 10 times more calls, sending 10 times more emails, holding 10 times more pitches, even when 90% result in failure. The point is, if you want massive success, which is your duty, you need to take massive action. Number 6, manage your priorities, not your time. Those concerned with time management and balance typically believe in the notion of scarcity in life. Thus, to be successful, you need to forget about time management and instead set distinct and definitive priorities. You should ask yourself, how can I have it all? Determine what is important to you, and based on the time available, then you can figure out how much effort is required and how to best use your time. Increase time by getting more done in the time you have or hiring people to duplicate your efforts. Finally, how to get started with the 10x rule. Make a list of goals you want to accomplish. Do not reduce your goals as you write them, regardless of how big they seem. Do not get lost in the details of how you'll accomplish them at this point. Ask yourself, what actions can I take today to move me toward these goals? Make a list of those actions that come to mind and get started today. That may be something like taking a business course. Go back each day and review the list until you accomplish your goals. During this journey, approach every situation with the outlook that it can be done, and you will be successful. Say yes to opportunities, embrace challenges, and solve problems. Get motivated, persist, and go all the way until successful. Be courageous and take risks that seem uncomfortable. Create wealth by exchanging new ideas, products, services, and solutions. Be result-oriented in your goals and focus on the action you are taking now. Continuously learn, embrace change, and go beyond traditional ideas. Determine the right approach as you go and learn from your failures. Value relationships with those in your company or that are more successful than you. If you were to remember only 3 words to encapsulate the teachings from this book, they should be goals, accountability, action. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Keep reading, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next video.